Welcome back, everyone. Well, as you know, today we had a press conference at City Hall regarding an initiative that the mayor feels very close to. So guess who's here? So we decided to ask her to come over just for a short visit, not a full Beyond the Headlines interview, but something pertaining to this subject. So, Mayor, welcome.
Thank
nice
you.
to have you here
it's
on
nice
today.
to be a neighbor. I can just come right over from City Hall.
Well, you just walk down the block.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. So, as you know, when Joanne Yepsen was running for office, she made a campaign promise that she was going to help veterans in a couple of different ways. And we're going to talk about both of those today. Let's start with the press conference from this morning. The help desk. Tell us what's behind this.
Well, what I promised is that I would provide a help desk for veterans in City Hall. And I was trying to find different ways to do that. And clearly, adding staff is not really the answer necessarily. Yeah. And my staff is fully very busy with other issues. So what we were trying to do was find a partner, and I did. I found the perfect partner, and it's Vet Help. Vet Help is a subsidiary of the Saratoga County Rural Preservation Company.
Oh, right.
And they have received a grant to do just this. So it was a perfect thing. They came to my office and we met, and we knew right away it was a match made in heaven.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. Now, so our viewers understand exactly what you're doing. Every Tuesday, correct? You're giving them space in City Hall to address a lot of the issues and a place for veterans to come.
That's
it's
the
another
idea.
portal for them, correct?
Absolutely. This is a portal for veterans to feel very comfortable and that we are accessible to them. I would be available, and the Vet Help full team is available. And they have a lot of resources available to them in regards to housing issues, financial issues, family issues, employment issues. These are all the issues that the veterans are dealing with as they're coming back from war and trying to get back into civilian life and trying to make a living, trying to get back in with their families. And this is affecting a lot of them in great detail.
And you know, they always they hold so much inside of them, and then when they get the opportunity to have a place to go, then they feel that there's a sense of that brotherhood or sisterhood again, right? The same that you feel when you're in the military. You know, you said one thing to me before we went on camera, that you wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. That's very powerful to me. What drives you to want to do that?
I just see so many people slipping through the cracks, and I don't want that to happen. So one of the main reasons I run for office is to enable them and to empower them to have a better life. And I see veterans serving the country, and yet they come back, and we've gotten a little better since the Vietnam War, but this country and this city even still has a long way to go to greet them. So I'm working very closely with the Navy and the commanders there and ensuring that we bring the guys and the women who are serving and training through the Navy base right here, there's 2,000 to 3,000 every day, into the community. They're a part of our community.
Sure they are.
And they're going to be volunteering again at the Code Blue shelter. And the Vet Help is another way for me to empower and engage veterans who may need a little extra help getting a job or a place to live or back on their feet after coming back from what's been a very dramatic experience.
Right, you know, as a product of the Vietnam War era, you're right. During that era, it was a struggle just to even be recognized or appreciated. It has changed somewhat, but I'm always so amazed that there's so many homeless. You've extended this Vet Help project. You're involved with a project with HUD, right?
Yes.
What's that about?
This is going to marry that project and that initiative very nicely. And so it all came together this morning at the press conference. Our regional director from HUD was there talking about the pledge that I've just signed and a few other mayors have signed in upstate New York to end veterans' homelessness in our community.
Wow.
So 5 of us have agreed to this pledge that came out of the White House in Washington. But now it's becoming localized. So again, Vet Help will provide that weekly portal for veterans, but also help me in the initiative that HUD has asked me to commit to, which I have, to end veterans' homelessness right here in this community. You
know, it's a bigger problem than people realize. You think about what a soldier does in terms of their giving of themselves to protect us and all this stuff, and they come home and they have trouble getting jobs sometimes and all these other things. The vet help, of course, is going to be real significant in helping those, but they're homeless. Can you imagine?
Right,
That stuns me.
Exactly. So we need to provide better services and more accessible programs to them. Now, Code Blue will be starting its second season, and we know out of the 58 Code Blue nights last year, over 60 different individuals came as our guest and stayed in the emergency shelter, and we know we are saving lives by doing that.
Right.
We also know that many of those were veterans. So
Yes, right.
we will have another opportunity to overlap the programs that we're starting and the initiatives we're starting to end the veterans' homelessness in more than one way.
I gotcha. Well, Mayor Yepsen, thank you very much for coming in and talking about this. We're setting a time, even as we speak, to have Mayor Yepsen come on Beyond the Headlines with Mike Lenz, because to try to encapsulate everything that she's got going on in a blast inside look today is just not going to cover it.
That's today's conference, but there'll be many more, I hope.
Thank you. So thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
To see this interview again, please head to our website, looktvonline.com. Just a quick sidebar. After we did the interview with Mayor Yepsen today, her office called with an important phone number for vets and anyone involved in this program. It's on the screen right now, 855-233-1117.